Hi Taurus, welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now let's get started with your November reading. The first week of November is going to be a fantastic time for anything that has to do with money, finances. I see you surrounded by abundance, by prosperity. You're going to feel very happy and very accomplished during this week, especially for those of you who are going through the court system and waiting to receive some sort of inheritance or waiting to receive money that is being owed to you. You might either get some very positive news during the first week of November, or you might get the verdict from the court that you are going to inherit this property or this amount of money. You will receive this amount of money, and this can be a big victory for you. You're going to feel very happy. You're going to feel very content. For others, it can be something smaller, as you just receiving a bonus at work, or you being able to work extra hours and make more money, or you being able to receive a promotion or move into a better job, a better department. For others, it can also be a new project that someone is offering you to pay you a certain amount of money for you to work extra, or some people might even get a part-time job. Whatever this is for you specifically, you're going to get to a place where the fear that you have or the concerns that you had in the past in regards to money and property and anything connected with your sense of security and material, it's going to come to a culmination, and you're going to feel very happy, especially around the full moon in Taurus. We have a full moon on November 5th. You're going to feel that energy 2-3 days prior, 2-3 days after, and the full moon brings results to the surface. This can also be a great time for love and romance. For those of you who are single, there's going to be people who like you, people who want to offer you gifts, and they also want to do something big for you that is going to improve your life, like buying you a car or helping you financially. Whatever this is, you're going to feel blessed. You're going to feel like a goddess, just receiving gifts and love from others. And I see you feeling very good about yourself, and in love you're going to feel very spoiled and catered to. And I also see the second week, a time where you're finally going to free yourself from control, from financial control. For those of you Tauruses who live at home with your parents, you might have felt that your parents are trying to control you financially. They're not helping you enough, or all the money is being very tightly managed by them. Or for some Taurus, if you are in a relationship, married, you might have felt controlled financially through your spouse, and now you're at a place in your life where you are free because of the new money coming your way, and your more you having financially, more being able to provide for yourself. Now you can make decisions. If prior you weren't able to make decisions and you were stuck in a position that you didn't like, now you're free. Now you can provide for yourself. Now you can make better decisions. Now you can move. Now you can try different things, different options. And there is a sense of freedom that comes with that, freeing yourself from control, freeing yourself from stress and from hard work. But it's also going to come with something unexpected in the third week. It can be for some Taurus just the fact that you're changing, that you are going from living in a household with someone to being by yourself, and they can bring a different level of pressure, because in the past, if you had to rely financially on someone, now all the responsibility is on you. So some Tauruses might feel overwhelmed. Some Tauruses might feel like you have the weight of the world in your shoulders, and you're overthinking everything, and there's a lot of anxiety thinking about the future. So just take things one day at a time. When you feel that way, you're changing, you're transforming. So of course there's going to be a process to things, but for others it can be you finding out the truth about the person that you are dating. And this is happening around the new moon in Scorpio on November 20th. That new moon brings new revelations, new things, a new chapter. And Scorpio has to do with anything that is hidden, taboo, anything in regards to sex, relationships, shared finances. So you might find out that the person that you're seeing that has been spoiling you and giving you everything you want, this person is actually married. They're legally married. So that's going to hit you like a shock, like a ton of bricks. You're going to feel betrayed. It's going, for some Taurus, you can also feel embarrassed. You can feel that this whole thing is unfair based on what they. The third week with all that Scorpio energy, it's also going to make you doubt yourself, think about the future, think about maybe you're not going to be able to find someone else, and just worry and have all these different thoughts that all this conflict is going on within yourself, inside your head. You're going to stay up at night, wonder, not feeling okay, problems with insomnia. So the number one priority for you, it's your health in the third week. Taurus, take care of yourself. Try to keep the level of stress under control. Try to manage that that anxiety that you're feeling. Try to stay as balanced as possible. And I also see in the last week that you're going to confront whoever is doing something wrong behind your back. There is a need here for you to make things right and make things fair. Make things right and make things fair. And for some Taurus, it can also be you finding out that the person who has offered you in the first week a project or something that you have to work on, and they offered you a specific amount of money, you might discover that someone else has done the same job and got paid twice or way more than what they offered you. And you're going to feel like that's completely unfair because you're just as qualified as this person is. So I see this energy and this focus on you making things right in the last week. So either you're going to confront the person that you're dating, let them know that you already know that they're married and you know that they're not legally divorced, and have a conversation to see what they're going to say this time. Also have a conversation that involves that involves the person that has offered you this project. Some Taurus might even take it to as far as suing someone, or you finding out that you've been sued by someone. It can be complicated for some of you, but it's important at this time to make things right and bring balance and try to you want to get the respect and the validation that you so crave and that is so important to you. And from the oracle, from the green oracle, the message says continuance. So think about the future, think about what's to come. And the number here, 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8. 8 is a karmic number. It's all about money, it's all about power, but it's also all about doing the right thing. Think about if you're going to start this relationship knowing that this person is married, and yes, you might be profiting financially. They're helping you pay your bills, you're gaining financially, but is this the right thing for you long term, building something on someone else's expense, on someone else's life, or causing problems in someone else's affecting someone else's family. So think about where this is going to lead you in the long term, because there can be a tendency when something is karmic and it's connected with number 8 to bring you money, but also to bring you karma and to bring you issues later on. Now, when it comes to those of you who are going through the process of getting a property or getting some sort of payment, and you are in a legal battle, I do see a lot of things that have to do with the court, have to do with paperwork, have to do with you legally following a specific process. You have to think about your legacy. Make sure that you have all the paperwork that you need, everything is final, and you're not just worried about yourself at this time, but that you are making the right decisions and the smart decisions to save and to put money aside and to make sure that your children are protected if you have children in the future, and you can and legally you have everything done in the right way, so where you're safe and you feel like you always have that stability that is so important for Tauruses, because you don't like relying on other people. Tauruses, you tend to be very stubborn. You want someone to have money, especially when it comes to dating. When it comes to dating, Tauruses are always hypergamous. You don't like being in that Scorpio energy when you're relying for someone on their finances, on how much they give you. So make sure you're making the right decision for your future. Always think long term, and how you can protect yourself so this doesn't happen again. For those Tauruses who have their own businesses, if you receive a complaint for your business, someone sues you, you're going to learn how to protect yourself in the future so you don't have the same issues and the same problems repeating themselves again and again. Okay, Taurus, this is everything that I see for you for the month of November. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.